All right. Let's switch over to controller. And I believe where we last left off, we're trying to get to freaking Castle Morn. We keep on getting freaking distracted as wrestling and PE dropped on my spine. Ooh. Was it like, are you part of like a wrestling team? Or is it just like, you have wrestling in PE class? I've never heard of like a school that has like wrestling in a PE class. Like maybe a team, no, just for fun. Oh. Yeah. So that's why wrestling normally happens when you're when you have mats on the ground to kind of help dampen the impact of throws and such. All right, did we finish what we're doing here? We did. Good stuff. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Took down one of my friends. Another friend bodied you. Oof. Yeah, be careful, friend. Be careful. You don't wanna hurt yourself too seriously now. Let's go to Church of Pilgrimage. This should help us get to where you want to go. You want to go this way. Yes, this way. All right. Had I already hit this up? This one, I think we did, because I think that leads to this. Yeah. It's a turtle. A wise beast. Find 3 wise beasts. So what's up with this? This looks like some ruins. Sometimes ruins have things. Like rats! There are rats here! There's an item. Let me get over! So let's just drink our physic, why not? Oh wait, I completely forgot. We got a rat. We got a some new crystals. Took down. Oh yeah, I already read that. Well, definitely rest up. Like take a hot shower, whatever you need. But definitely make sure you get that healed, friend. Last thing you want is for that to be a long-lasting injury. Hey, there's an Evergoal. Good stuff. All right, what's here? What here? What here? What here? Hi. How's you? Oh, you're the same guy from that one place and things. You know what? Oh, there's 2 of you. Oleg! Come on out, play. Alright, you're down. Here, you're not as beefy as the other ones. Euphemur's Bolt. And Red Branch Shortbow. Ooh. Red Branch Shortbow. Better, slightly better damage because of the dex increase. And has barrage. Same thing as the other shortbows, same weight, just a little bit of extra damage, a little bit better scaling. I'll take it. Let's add something else special. Requires dexterity rather than strength to master. Yeah, fair enough. What this? What's this? Winged Scythe. Ooh. What we got here, friends? What we got here? A winged scythe. Where is it? Winged scythe requires some faith. So this is a holy weapon. Ooh, 104 holy damage. Angel's Wings. Jump and imbue the wing blades of the armament with light, then deliver a slashing attack on enemies. The white wings impede recovery actions. Impede recovery actions using a flask of tears. Huh. How much faith do I need for that? I'm curious. Like a lot of things I just want to test out at some point. 24. Right now sitting at 15. Fair enough. Interesting. Very cool one way or another. Also, I do want to also try out, before I forget, I do want to try out, Lutel. Do you want to do that at some point? It's a wolf. Let's go to the Evergoal. What is this? Hold up. I've never seen that. Hey, it's a freaking mausoleum. Well, I can definitely hit that up later. Stonework key was lost to use. Weeping Evergoal. This is new. Let's go in. Let's take a look. Weeping Evergoal. Ancient Hero of Zemor. As an AoE, looks like Frost Breath. Ooh, interesting. What is that you have there, friend? Okay, so some chain attacks here. Let's quick step. Didn't think you would hit me there, not gonna lie. How did that hit me? I don't understand. I'm about to die, though. Definitely, what's going on here? Okay. So I think this is phase 2. That deals some damage. Okay, a gap closer, one that I did not expect. A bit of range on that too. And it does 115, so it's not bad to use this right now. I think keeping distance here, using this might not be a half bad play. Wow, that actually has some pretty good reach. Try to quick step it, didn't work. Wow, okay. Okay, phase 2 might be a bit of an issue. So we can make it bleed, which is the good news, right? We can make this boss bleed. I think based on the way it's armored, I think we can also potentially stagger it, which might actually be the right move. Let's go for the bleed first off and foremost. Also, let's pop this to get some more stamina going. Let us try and bleed it out. That's a mistake. Well, that could have cost me. Thankfully, it did not. Alright, stunned it out of phase 2, which is actually pretty awesome. Didn't know we could do that. And we're good. So stunning it, actually that was awesome. The fact that we were able to bleed it out of phase 2, stun it, and then try to force it back into phase 2 worked perfectly. Radagon's Scar Seal. What? Radagon's Scar Seal. Radagon. Isn't that the name of the owner of the wolf that we fought? Radagon's Scar Seal. Raises attributes, but also increases damage taken. Huh! So raises attributes, but also... So how much? I'm curious on that. Raises vigor, endurance, dexterity, and strength by 3 each. Holy hell. Yeah, vigor, endurance, dexterity, strength, so that's 12. It increases damage taken. By how much? Sent the lifelong duty of those chosen by the gods. Said to be the seal of the king consort Radagon. That's interesting. I'm not sure if we want to use that, but that is really interesting. The fact that it raises all of those attributes. Very curious. Very curious indeed. We know there's the Evergold there. I want to go head up this mausoleum. We have one boss weapon, one boss. Hold up. Did they see me? No, they didn't. Yeah, one boss soul that we can duplicate. What do we have to do here? Last one we had to like hit it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, same idea. We just need to hit the skeleton parts off. Clean up the legs a bit, right? Oh my word, that almost killed me. Don't step on me, friend. I'm just trying to clean you up, that's all. My word. Oh. That's all I need to do. I think that's all I did up top on the last one is get rid of the skull barnacle. Oh, we're going down? Nope. Not yet, we aren't. I wonder if there's anything else that I need to do here. Oh, nope, I think that's it. Stuff. So we got another mausoleum. Where does that bell go? It sucked right into it. All right, so now we can duplicate what's her faces. Oh, we can duplicate that again. Oh, that's so interesting. That is very interesting. Inventory, hold up. Can I see that we got the moon? Oh no, we got the staff, didn't we? Yeah, we got the staff. Let's make sure that I did. Yeah, we got the Regal Scepter, so we need to get the moon. Full Moon Queen. There we go. Well, fancy find a Mazo here. Good stuff, though. Or not. Can't summon Torrent there. Anything else that we should check out here? We should check out this place, I think. This place, here, here, and here. So maybe here. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go to number 2 first, and we can kind of go around. Also, did we hit up this church? Or is that what we're going to right now? Oh, I see. I think I may have only can put up 5, but we should hit up this church before we go to 2. Yeah. Oh, they're guarding the entrance. Interesting. There's a site of grace here. 4th Church of Modica. I wonder why they're guarding the entrance. Sacred Tear. Alright, let's pop this. Let us sit, and I want to take a look at the physic, as well as if I can level up. No, we're still 4K down. Wondrous Physic. Sailor stores HP for time and mixed physic. Interesting. Enhanced charge attack and negates damage in significantly negates damage in mixed physic. Significantly negates damage. Oh, it's a bubble tier, so I imagine it puts like a shield around us. Interesting. Very interesting. Restores half versus steadily restores over time. I'm kind of curious what the difference is. I am curious. Alright, so they are Angie people. You know what I do want to do, though, real quick? Talk to you. Oh, there it is, the tower. Finally, I can return to our home bathed in rays of gold. The tower. That tower or that tower? Marionettes. What the hell? Hi! What are you doing here, friend? Oh, that doesn't seem good for me. Yep, about to say, that looks very bad, in fact. See how Lutil does. So far, Lutil's not dead, so that's good. Let's let that freak out. Where's Lutil? Actually, real talk, where is he? Oh, there he is. I think. Oh yeah, he must have just been following me around. Oh, that's unfortunate. Somehow he didn't die. Now it's going to go in. Not a big damage dealer, it would seem. It does look like it has like either a holy weapon or a weapon that causes madness, which is intriguing to me. Doing some damage. I'll jump in. So far, Oleg seems to be a better choice. I could be mistaken in that thought. Let's get off Torrent for now. Did not mean to do that, but oh well. Meant to pop this instead of the physic. So used to just going straight to the physic. Oh. Well, this is a thing. Ambush shard. Is this the person we found that one time?
It will do no good, I swear it.
She has stakes through her arms.
And yet you persist. You frothing degenerates.
Ugh. She's not a good place right now. Do you want help? Can I help you? The sounds of pain and agony?
It will do no...
Huh. I mean, she was the one that was marked as a heretic, right? Look at that. Like, her hands have that and, like, daggers through them. What do we do? Huh. I wonder if she says that because our intelligence is too low to progress this. For now, though, I'll mark it that she's here, I guess. We can always come back if she continues. I think that is the other person that we found that one other dungeon. I'm almost 100% certain of it now. Very interesting, though. Wonder who did that. Also, Skelly's on the beach. Another site of grace. Good stuff. And a trader. Hey, look at that. I will take it. I actually sit here so we can get our FP and our flasks back. I think that would be good. Isolated merchant shack.
Well, it's been an age since I've seen a customer.
I mean, there's a piece of cloth in your face. Let's see what you got. We already got the lantern. I still don't know what the leaves are for. Stonework Key, though, I will grab. There's also Lost Ash of War. Zweihander. Ooh. Zweihander's not bad at all. 1911. I wonder what that's like in comparison to the sword that we pick up at the beginning. Walking Mausoleum. Let's pick that up. Why not? Let's pick up you. And I guess you for now.
Have a safe.
I will try, friends. I'll actually see if there's any... No, we don't have anything to pop. It's a bit pointless there. Hiding crafting. What requires those leaves, I wonder? Do I even have anything that does? So far, no. Like the very rare material, I still have no idea what uses there are. Huh. Intriguing. Donkey! I love that. Let's see what's out here. We see the Skelly boys, but why are you out here? You got, like, is this the depression medication? Hey. Is this like a depression medication commercial? Like, I'm depressed, nothing but skin and bones. Slowly walking down the beach, talking about why you should contact your doctor for, in case this medication's right for you. Is that what's happening here? Is this just an elaborate depression med commercial? There's a lot of them. Oh my god. What the hell? Why are there so many? What the hell? How much health do you have? If I could summon, like, Oleg, I would. Just have Oleg go to town. I think that'd be kind of cool, actually. Be a nice little farm. Fun rooms. Why are there so many? What? There's so many of you. I guess there's some items we can pick up, at the very least, out here. This is interesting. There has to be more to this, that why there are just so many there. Also, I wonder, I doubt we can get over there. There's no way, right? No way we can get over there. Beware of taking all at once. Yeah, that would be a bad idea. There's a land octopus out here. The land octopi 2. Hey guys, guarding a stuffing thing. What up? Oh no, that's red. We don't need you. Oh, there's an item. Looks like just a normal one though. So let's just go in and grab. Golden Ruin. I mean, nothing great, nothing horrible. It's something though. It still intrigues me why there's so many of these guys randomly here. I just want to check something. Godric's hammer axe thing. Can I use it? No, it's still low on dex. Yeah, still low on dex. I think we're first trying to get strength up to 27. Yeah, strength to 27, then we'll work on dex, and then maybe I should start upping vigor at some point, because we actually haven't done that, and when we take hits, it hurts. We hurt a bit when we take hits. So it might not be a half bad idea, actually. The wise beast. I guess something's trying to attack us. Still, yep, still aggroed. Watch me the friggin' Skelly boys. Okay, nothing else. I guess we're going to 5 then. Let's do that. Keep an eye out for stuff and things in the distances. So far, nothing. Okay, so these are some graves. And a wolf just chilling there. Grab some runes at least. Grab the runes. Always good idea to do so. Doesn't look like anything special here though, outside of that. There's Morn Castle. We still haven't hit up yet. How are you, friend? I'm gonna need you to not do that. Thank you. Yeah, I was hoping for maybe a dungeon, but doesn't look like there's anything there. All right, in that case, let's take a look at the rampart. A Stegomata. Ballista. Ooh. Okay. Power of Return. Okay, well that was rude. That was rude of you. Let's go up. You actually hit me. How dare you? So I should switch to my... Again! Knock it off, will ya? Should go up and get rid of the ballista. There's an item down there between those guys. And a chest up here. Very nice. Actually, you know what? Decoy ahead. So looks like this would teleport me somewhere. I'm kind of tempted to see where it teleports me to, not gonna lie. Let's go. Snare and transporter trap. Well, let's go for it. I'm curious if it teleports me somewhere I've already been. Let's see. Royal Capital? What? Where are we? What? What? Where the fresh what? Huh. Okay. Was not expecting this. Like, let's see where we are now in comparison to where we were. Let's just look at the map. Here's where we are now, and we were all the way down there. Sleeping giant, okay. Can you keep you sleeping? That'd be nice if so. Nope. Now I'm gonna get my chest. Hey, welcome back. We just got teleported halfway across the map. Nope. Nope. No, I was hoping he'd sleep. He'd no sleep. Is that another teleporter? Okay, let's hit that up after. Yeah, we decided to trigger a trap chest because why not? Let's get teleported somewhere fun. That's another waygate. Yeah, I'm gonna probably hit that up. So what's this thing I got? Hold up. Slowly restores HP. That waygate does not like you and will not send you. Interesting. Slowly restores HP. Maybe once I have more HP, I'll do that. For now, here's what I'm gonna do. I can't really block most of their attacks, so let's do this. Also, I just realized I lost my rune, unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Let's go with something heavy. Can we use this? Yeah, we can two-hand that, can't we? Let's go smashing. Tease you about new DVD chapter is way different than the trailer, but refresh the page. No. They finished the other files, though, since I'm near to the end of the game, I think. Ah. That does a lot of damage. That does not do a lot of damage. You're gonna swing back at me, aren't you? Nope. Can I summon Oleg? No. Ooh, you one-shot me. That's a bit... Ooh. Maybe I don't come back to you. Maybe I come back here another time. When I have more vigor. Yeah, it's also just a problem that I haven't upgraded Vigor, and I probably should eventually get Vigor up to, like, 60. Because, like, right now we're still at Vigor 10. Like, I have not invested in Vigor in the slightest, and I'm okay with that. Like, I am perfectly okay with the fact that I have not invested in Vigor. Was my level 41? Yeah. But like, that's the biggest thing. Like, I am very heavy into, like, you know, not taking hits and learning how to dodge things. So it kind of makes sense for me. Got sucked into strange rabbit hole fiction of EAS scenarios on YouTube. Is that moving? Looks like a dragon wing. That is a dragon wing. That's a dragon. Can we do this? No. Jumping ahead required. Yeah, jumping ahead required. Shut up. Shut up. I'm also very into that, but dying in one hit is a little too much for you. Fair. It's been fine for me so far. Like, we've done a lot. So that's a big dragon. Holy hell, is that thing alive? This place is so cool. This is so cool. Behold, dragon, therefore time for fleeing. Honestly, I feel that. I 110% feel that. Ooh. I was like, wonder if I can jump on the rampart down there. Answer, no. I mean, I didn't exactly lose anything then. My rune was already unlit, and I already lost my runes, which were like 600 runes. I was not upset about in the slightest. But cool that we have this, we have this Site of Grace all the way out here. I cannot teleport. Ooh. Ooh. Why can I not teleport? Do I have to go back down here? No. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Oh. Okay. Transport traps and snare the user. Makes sense. So where do we go from here? Now teleport to a Site of Grace until you have rested at one. Oh, so do we just have to rest at this one and we'll be fine? We lit it and we obviously died and returned to it. We have not rested at it. I wonder if that'll fix it. Is the one there. Okay, now we're fine. That's kind of silly. Yeah, that's a little bit silly. I understand why the mechanic's the way it is. It's still a little silly. Just a little bit. To be fair, it does a death cam unload. Yeah, exactly. That's my thought too. Like, it does a death cam unload. So I find that surprising. All right. Let's go back up here real quick. Let's hit up the Tower of Return real quick, because there was an item that I saw down below. So have we gone to the Minor Erd Tree? Yes, we did go to the Minor Erd Tree. Probably a skip involving Divine Bridge? Probably. I'd imagine. So I think over here, there's a demi-human. There is a demi-human. There might be something over here. No, that's not a demi. That's just a regular human. A human with a horn. Oh, I forgot I unequipped all my things. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. You know, like the death cam? Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Not the Yorm gate skip. Actually, is there a Yorm gate skip? I know that there is a Sen's Fortress gate skip. I wonder if that's the one you're talking about. Or referencing, not Yorm. Because I did no-hit, or I've been practicing no-hit DS1 runs. I want to do glitchless, though, so I haven't done gate skip. Also, it requires you to dive, so that's the thing, too. You're what I meant, Sen's Fortress? Oh, Vort. DS3, yeah. I know what you're talking about now. I know what you're talking about now. Hey, Sarah! Thank you much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. I am Mark, aka Guildspire. I'm normally an educational Dead by Daylight player, here to teach codes of play killer and survivors how to play against killer. Though, as of late, we've also been playing some Elden Ring. So that is what we're doing right now. We're doing some exploring. Sarah, how was your stream today? Hopefully it went well. Hopefully you had a good old time. Happy birthday, thank you, I appreciate it. How's our weight? Heavy load still. That's a bit much. Heavy load there still. Also, Radican Scars heal. So, question for you. Cess. How much damage does it mean when it says increased damage taken? I am curious on how much is... What is going on over here? It increases damage taken, but like by how much? Like what's the multiplier? What is this? That was good, nice and chill, good stuff. What is this? A meat load? Nobody knows exact stats yet. What's going on here, friends? Can I touch? Bravery. Fair. Fair. Is that the only thing that's here? I guess so. Alright, bye friends! I was brave! Yay! Torrent, come here. You may have forgotten about the DLC. What, Dead by Daylight's DLC? It's not bad as far as damage is concerned. What I really want to do is I want to try out Bloodhound's Finesse. I've heard it's pretty sick. Great Dragon Head Fly. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. That is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I love that. I even played last night to make sure I had max PP. Oh, god dang it. I didn't realize the horse was behind me. Is in fact quite fun. I might have to use that a bit more. I actually really like that. Yeah, I completely lost track of the horse. That's fine though. I don't think I would get anything from killing that horseman. They are unique, but that's one thing I do wish. I would be able to know which enemies are unique enough to where I should kill them or not. Like this one looks it, because he's definitely out of place in comparison, but I don't think enough for me to actually go through with it. You can't hit me from here, can you? No. Okay, so you increase your attack damage and defense is what you just did. Tried to do a fancy move there, did not work. There isn't actually any telling which enemies are unique and cool ones until you see them in combat, yeah. Let's kill the horse. Let's kill the horse. Hi, friend. Bye, friend. Tend to have red eyes. I found like a group of demis very much like that as well. Oh, that's such a cool freaking move. I love that. I love that. All right. Was there anything else that we wanted to check out? Such a great attack. It's so cool. It really is. Before we go to Castle Morn, I don't think there is. I don't think there's anywhere else I like wanted to look at. So I think we just start heading to Castle Morn then. Which I have learned recently that I have an ethical dilemma of whether or not I kill the man of the castle himself. The one who has let his pride get in the way, because it gives you a frickin' +8 halberd when he dies. Which, honestly, very tempting to kill for. Very tempting to kill for. Then also, I learned that I could kill all of the merchants, and we would benefit from it, because you can kill them, get their bells, and consolidate all of their stuff at the round table merchants. It's a really interesting thing that I found out today. I'm half tempted to do it. We've also marked where all the merchants are that we've encountered so far, so it's not exactly difficult for me to go to them and find them. Also, this giant, I swear to God, is already attacking me. Alright, let's get rid of you. What? What the fresh... What? Come back here. Okay. That's the teleporting one? Can I, there we go. Huh. I have this, but doesn't seem to work. Ham tax? Oh, there we go. Poison mist. All right, we'll bring out the ham after we get to another site of grace. Oh, I'm still targeted by a giant, aren't I? Hence why I can't pause. I can't check the map. Cat and ham. Oh, both of them. I thought it was just one. It's both. Okay. The cat tax came first. What could go wrong? Well, definitely not doing both at the same time. I'll tell you what. That seems like it would be a mistake. Huh. Oh my God! Shot a tree near us. What's this? Oh, it's a crab. It's a crab! Huh. Do we want to get rid of you, I guess? Yeah, Bean has no fear of meat. That is true. Okay, you can aim a bit better, friend. I'm quite certain that devs like crabs too much. Yeah, just a little bit. What's the importance of you there? You're dropping crab eggs. Huh. Slugs. What is here? Oh, there's the item. I see it. I see it. Some golden runes, but that's about it, looks like. I feel like this is a trap for me to get shot by a bow and arrow. That's what I feel like this is, honestly. Oh, I thought I must have clicked a red stain. It probably is. Because look at this person. Thankfully, for some reason, this giant lacks aim. Why? I don't know, but they do. Oh, jellyfish. Hello, friends. Don't mind if I do. No, no, that rude. Call me by my full name. All right. Hippopotamus. Hippo. Tomo. Jesus Christ. That's a long one. No, thank you. All right, nothing over here. I want to do a quick check. I think I'll stick with Cess. Cess, you know, a bit easier. It's always funny. Ooh, that was a bit closer. That was a bit closer, friend. A little bit too close for comfort. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Alright, we're good. Have some mercy on the dyslexic, honestly, though. Why did I do that? I don't know. It's like, I should have my shield out. Sesquipedalion? Sesquipedalion. You probably just kill the golem. I probably could, but I don't need to. Root word? Fair. Alright, let's do this real quick. Trying to remember. For this area. Let's actually use the Miscord. Let's run out the Uchi. And the claws. Still medium load, so we can also have our short bow. Longbow, no. Short bow, yes. Yeah, perfect. All right, now that we have that set up, let's quit real quick. So let's go to the main menu. And let me grab the cat, then the hamster. So I'll be right back. Let's go find the meep. The cat tax. Taco cat? Yes. She is a burrito currently. A stinky burrito, but a burrito nonetheless. You didn't use cat tax? There was definitely a cat. Oh, was it not you? Sarah used ham tax. Oh. Did we not get both ham and cat? Stinky burrito's best burrito. She needs a bath, is what she needs. I did ham. You know, you did both animals. I was pretty sure I saw cat tax too. I think Amici wants to say hi to chat. Oh, you did cat tax. Oh. What are you doing? Are you trying to adjust? It's not working well. Hi. Yes, you're very cute. Let's actually... Oh, hold on there, small cat. Was it 4 for face cam? Nope, that's not the right button. Is this the right button? That's the right button. You're a very stinky kitty. You're a very stinky kitty. Big burrito indeed. Hi, how are you? I'm just happy that you're getting attention right now. Yeah, I've said that I need to crop it because my green screen's kind of in a different position now. So do we need to crop it a bit? Oh. Just make it small, kitty. Can you guys hear it purring? Might be hard through the Elden Ring music. If you kill the music, I wouldn't be able to right now. You see your crazy drums? Well, that's her purring. The crazy drums are her actually. It's not the Elden Ring music. Tab out of the game. That might work. That might work. Oh, there we go. Yep, that worked. Also, college students yelling in the hall. Yeah, that's true. How about now? Do you hear Meep? Some kitty ASMR. The M in ASMR stands for Meep. You hear that, Meep? Aaron's very happy to hear you. Want a kiss? Thank you. You're very stinky, though. You're a very stinky cat. She's due for a bath. Unfortunately, the groomer at Petco is getting wrist surgery for carpal tunnel, and so she's gonna be out for a bit. So we're gonna see how that goes. How long we can withstand the stink cat. How much does she hate the bath? She actually doesn't. She apparently does not mind them. I know, you heard that. That was like either a motorcycle or a car. Yeah, the first time we brought her to the groomer, apparently she was splashing in the puddles. She was having some fun, weren't you? Only thing she doesn't like is when they brush her teeth or try to. She's not a fan of her mouth being touched because she had dental surgery. Maybe you should get a cat? You should. Cats are good. They require more attention than what people think. They do. Don't they, small cat? You require all the attention. Are you comfy? She's very comfy right now. Alright, Meep. Well, we kind of require the ability to go back and play some more Elden Ring and also get the hamster. Can't have cat and hamster at the same time. You know what I should do? Let me show you guys. We have to give Norbina some medication. She loves her medication. Let me show you Norbina getting her medication on stream, because she is nuts about it for some reason. All right. Itchy nose. Yes, you gave me an itchy nose. Eventually, I will get a cat cam in here for you. You can stay in the room and I'll get you a cat cam. That's a future thing, though. That's a future thing, though. Right now, you have to go because there's too many things for you to scratch and or sit on with your stinky butt. Yeah, your stinky butt. Because you have a stink butt. Alright. Someday I'll do webcam to show off Bella. You should. But I'll be back with the hamster. At me. I know I woke you up, but relax. Relax, small ham. Here's Norbina. Oh, can't see you through the syringe. Norbina, you want to say hi? It is the bean. She's sleepy. I woke her up. I woke her up right now, so she's waking up right now, aren't you? Oh, this way. There you go. Yeah. Let me get focused on you. Focus on the ham, not on me. Still focus on me. The camera's doing a really good job of that. Yeah, she's sniffing. Alright. You want to see her take her meds? Because she loves her meds. Let's see. Orbine, you want your meds? I don't know what it is, but she loves it. See? Oh, you dribbled. You dribbled, dummy. Okay, I need you to not try and take the syringe, though. That's not allowed. That's not allowed. What are the meds for? She currently is having some inflammation. I'll put it that way. I got some meds on my keys. Frankie, could you do me a favor and grab me like a napkin or something? Please and thank you. Do you want to say hi to chat? You want to say hi to chat? Trying to see if she'll make any noise into the mic. Because she's actually pretty talkative. She chitters a lot. Alright, do you want the meds? No, you can't bite my finger. You can lick... There you go. You can lick the meds off my finger. Do you want to lick the meds off my finger? No? Are you done? Done with your meds? Thank you. I just needed one.
Well, that's what I grabbed. Also,
Peanut.
peanut.
Thank you. Yeah, she's on meds for like 2 weeks, so it's not too bad, and she doesn't seem to care. She seems to thoroughly enjoy her meds. Alright. Norbina, do you want to do a magic trick? Want to do a magic trick for chat? So look at how big this is in comparison to her. Also, she's fighting me for the peanut. She is a little game of tug of war. It's like, give me peanut. And there it goes. She like ripped the peanut from my fingers, by the way. She was very adamant about getting that peanut. And you can still see where it resides there in her pouch. Totally worth the 25K. Yeah, that's why it's up there. Hi, you having a fun time? You got a peanut, you got your meds, you're getting pet. All things you enjoy. Are you happy? You wanna make sounds to the mic? Oh. Was that the peanut sound or was you making sound? I don't know which. I think I'm hearing the peanut. Like I can hear the peanut in her. As she moves, I hear the peanut. I mean, Daisy was also very friendly, but with me, not with you. Hi. Yes, hello. Are you having fun down there? Yeah, robos are notoriously hard to tame. But I was able to tame her. Frankie was able to hold her under supervision. I can't tell if you're bruxing, meaning that you're happy, or if I just hear the peanut inside of your pouch. I just hear peanut currently. Are you having fun? Or you just want to go and find a place to store your peanut now? Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going, friend? You will not defy the laws of gravity today, even though you'd want to, because you don't believe in gravity. You believe you can jump from any height and you'll be fine, which is true, but we don't want you to hurt yourself. Oh yeah, the white stripe. Yep, and a little bit of white fluff back there on her butt. A little white fluff. Yeah, she's very friendly. She lets me pet her pretty thoroughly and roughly, actually. Like, right now, she does not care in the slightest. If anything, she actually does enjoy it. Yes. Are you happy? Are you having fun? You having fun right now? Whoop. A little hamster butt. Whoop. But what I like about her is that she looks like a squirrel. Like, if you look at her face, she very much looks squirrel. Which, personally, I love. But apparently, people don't like this coloration. Like, why? Looks like you have a squirrel. Right? Where are you going? What are you doing there? What you thinking? You wanna go this way again? You wanna go down this arm slide? Wanna go down the arm slide? Whoop! No, you can't go all the way down. It's not allowed. That's not allowed. Alright. What do you think, Norbina? You want to go back to your cage? You have any parting words for chat? So an icebreaker question recently that was like, would you rather be able to hear us speak every language in the world or talk to animals? Animals, definitely. What you thinking? Hi. Yes, hello. Oop. Down the arm slide. Where are you going? Hi. All right. Trying to show the hamster belly, but she's like, no, I kick. She doesn't like being... I've tamed all the other hamsters to be okay on their back, and Norbina's like, no, I kick. Still trying to tame her to be comfortable with it so vets can have an easier time accessing her stomach and her butt. But she's like, no, I kick. It's like, unhand me, human. But basically how you tame them is just by doing things and showing them it's alright over and over again. She's gotten better, but still. Didn't really tame her on her back, that's fair. It's still something that like can be tamed or trained over time, but it's a process and a half. Where are you going back there? Where are you going back there? No, no, no. You can't escape. You can't escape. Hi. How are you? Okay. Any last parting words, Norbina? Gravity doesn't exist. Those are our parting thoughts. Gravity doesn't exist. I shall jump where I please. Alright. Say bye, Norbina. Say bye. No, look at the camera. You are such a nuisance. Look at camera. Camera. There you go. Look at that. There you go. Alright. We'll be back after washing my hands. I also grabbed a syringe. All right. Maybe eventually I might also put up a turtle tax where we can bring out the turtle. He's a bit harder to bring out though, for obvious reasons of him being a turtle. But it might be a short little thing where like bring him out just to say hi and show off Lucky the turtle. So my hair is wicked oily right now. I need to shower it out a little bit, but I don't think I want shampoo in it though. For any of you who have had long hair for a time, let me know Let me know your thoughts on how to best take care of long hair. Would imagine a world where I use a shock collar on a pet. I would never. Even most veterinarians now would like heavily recommend against it. It is not a good idea. Not in the slightest. Oh, relax. I'm pressing buttons because I'm cleaning the meds off of the keyboard, and my computer's like, no, don't do that. All right, and back to Elden Ring. Yeah, like there's so many ways to train pets in general, and shock collars is not one of them. It's not a good way to do things. You need a lot of training pets is very much positive reinforcement, not negative. Contrary to belief. Lift ahead. You know what? You're right. There is a lift. Is there anything down below? I don't think so, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, swap the cameras. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? That would be a good idea. One more button. Cool. There we go. Oh, I saw. Don't worry. I'll see to bring this in. You know what we're gonna do? Oleg, come, friend. You wanna get rid of all these guys. And the poochies. Come on. Next you shower, use the clarifying shampoo. It's basically meant to help clean off buildup. The thing is, like, you want a little bit of buildup for, like, oil, right? Like, some is good. You do want some buildup, but not too much. Dark Souls dog murder. Honestly, all the Dark Souls dogs, they deserve it. Let's be real here. Oh no, I don't shampoo every day. I try and do it far less now than I used to. I used to shampoo every day. I need to dodge that. Uh-oh, that's a problem. No, once a week is not enough for my hair, unfortunately. I should just let Oleg go in. Yeah, Oleg is just tearing through. The Dark Souls 3 dogs aren't that bad. That's true. Dark Souls 3 dogs aren't that bad. Dark Souls 1 dog's rough. Oh, I meant the clarifying one. Gotcha. Yeah, like maybe every other shower I need to shampoo. Is my friend in between shampooing? Fair. Yeah, these dogs on the hand know how to dodge. Yeah, they do. They also like try and get up on your flank. They'll actually dodge your attacks. I know, like when I'm trying to fight wolves on horseback, it's the most annoying thing in the world. Also, let's try, since I want Oleg, let's try Ludl. I don't think, so far what I've seen, Ludl isn't been as good as Oleg, to be honest. But I want to try Ludl here and see if maybe they do anything better. Ludl, come out front. Let's also recover. Poochies. Poochies. I like the ranged attacks. Then, so I think Ludl has, like, their weapon deals madness damage. I'm pretty sure that's madness, which is interesting. Need to wash and get out of my hair before bed. Fair. Doesn't deal madness? No. Really? It looks like it's madness. She deals in death. Oh. I thought it was madness. Oh, you know what? You're right, because the Basilisk had the same color. You're right. Basilisks were the same color. Interesting. Oh, that could have been bad. Let me do this. I do like that Ludl has range. I do like that. So, like, could you bleed up enough death on a boss? Alright. Okay, let's do that. Ludl, need some help, bud. Little likes taking their time. At least with Oleg. Oleg's on top of it. That could have been bad. And that demigods have immunity to death? It makes sense. Also, is Ludel almost dead already? Oh, wow, they are. How? Oleg, like, never dies. Ludel must have a much smaller health pool in comparison. All right. Well, so far so good. We cleared out this area. These scaly misbegotten are fun. Yeah, they are fun. Thankfully, they're very weak to the backstabs. The stabbinins. I agree. So which way do I want to go? Actually, every way kind of goes the same way in the long run. Do I want to get rid of Pumpkinhead? I might. Okay, Luda's going to disappear. I think I'm going to summon Oleg next time. There's a chest there. There are guys down here, aren't there? I forget. They are very weak to murder, they are. There goes Ludel. Claymore. I somehow think I missed that on my offline playthrough. I think I somehow did miss that. Did I not come down here after all? Freaking executed this guy. Okay, friends, I need you to not do what you are doing. I need my camera not to do that. Wait, oh, it somehow... Interesting. Move. Okay. You also missed that on both... Yeah, somehow I don't know how I missed that. That was really strange. Oh, that's rough. Get rid of you. Nope. You're currently on the wrong side of murder. You know what? You are right. You are right. Now I'm a bit better. I'm a bit better. Some bolts. Nothing else over here, I don't think, though there is a ladder. So let's go up here. I might actually, you know what? I think these guys are weak to stagger. I don't have a lot in the way of poise, so I don't backstab them. It's not a bad idea for me to replace this with something like... Where is it? Something like you. But that puts us the heavy load, heavy load. Claymore has Lion's Claw. Skiller red mains who fall alongside Great Run and somersault forward, striking foes with armament. That sounds pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Medium load, there we go. Vision of snake messes near those ladders? Yeah. Notorious? I want to see that now. Okay, that's sick. That is sick. Okay. This is freaking amazing. How did I miss this? How did I miss this every single time? There's just some really cool weapon arts. You're making pancakes again, Dark Souls 1 style. Freaking seriously, though. I think I can sneak up on these guys. Actually, are you facing me or away? You're facing me. Hi. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hi, friend. I'm gonna backstab you real quick. Let's drink up. Try to remember, there is a site of grace prior to the boss area, so we're good in that regard. This does use up a bit of FP. Want pancakes now? Can't remember the last time you had them. Pancakes are good. I also have not had pancakes recently. To be fair, Frankie doesn't like pancakes, if I remember correctly. Frankie does not like pancakes for whatever reason. Oh, that's right. We go down here. That's right. Hi, friend. We're just gonna go for a backstab him. We're just gonna go for a backstab him. Then we have 2 flyers. Let's just do this. Not enough range. Oi, big bird, over here. Come here. Come. Yeah, they're weak to stagger, so that's actually a good idea. Prefer waffles or pancakes, but I'll eat pancakes if they're in front of me, dripping in butter and syrup. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Big bird, pay attention. I hate that so much with the glintstone. Like that, it could just be right out of range. Alright, you're gonna do your arrow attacks. Unfortunate, unless... Oof. Oh, I might die here. I have no way to heal. 2 of them flying is not great. Ooh! That was a miss. You missed too. Can you fall? You know, that's fine. That's A-okay. You can't get me there. Gonna head bed? Alright, sounds good, Sarah. I appreciate you. Thank you once again. I appreciate it. Once again, thank you much for the raid as well. Now, what's over here? Nothing there. Ladder down. Ladder goes where? Ladder goes there. And that's where... I think that's where friend is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where friend is. But at the same time, we're close to Site of Grace, aren't we? Ooh. Yeah, Site of Grace down here. Friend over there. Never met Friend in Morn? Really? Yeah, friend is over here. Let's sit. Let's sit. And I think I can do a pretty quick run from the beginning to Friend. You're bad at Dark style questing? Yeah, it's one of those things like, oh, my father is in Castle Morn. Find him and deliver this letter. I'm like, okay. So I just scoured the entire castle until I'm like, oh, I haven't been here. Have I not been here? Also, that is death. Yes, that is death. There is no life there. There's death. I'm pretty sure we can run past most of the scalies. We should be fine. Trying to think of anything else in the meanwhile. I'll send this back down. I'm sure I might end up using this again. I have graphical glitches all the time with this game, so I can tell that's death because sometimes all the light levels are the same. Oh, interesting. Does mean that's death? Oh, I've tried it. I've tried it myself. Okay, apparently that's a bit slow. Just a bit slow. I got the Smith and Stone. Nothing else over here, though. Almost forgot to go here. And then... I believe... These guys are, like, really blind, if I remember correctly. Fozzie Dark Souls fighting, fling himself into a hole to see if they work. Oh, see, I just flung a rainbow stone. Like I said, these guys are kind of blind, and I'm okay with that. I'm A-okay with that. Oh yeah, the Lion's Claw, freaking sick. So happy to pick this up. Also, I'm not sure how I feel about the regen on the physic. My friend, you stay asleep too. Rainbow stones are cool too, but it's way to become the Rainbow Stone. Fair. Another Smith and Stone. We're not gonna attack Pumpkinhead. I think we can just backstab you. Boop. think we're good to climb up the ladder. Yeah, we're good. We good. I'm trying to think what else there is outside of going to friend. I think friend is the main thing we need to do. Here's this area. You always see me for whatever reason. Yeah, you don't have a lot of poison. I can just kill you with dagger. Not a bad idea, actually. I need to get rid of you. Come here, friend. Dagger stagger? Honestly. It's either backstab, which... The crit on this thing is nutty. It really is, honestly. Alright, let's get your attention first. You fell off, so you're no longer an issue, though you somehow still hit me. That should put you on the ground? No, not even. Stop it. I said stop it. Alright, good there. Old Fang. And then... Okay, is there another one here? There is, right? Have we already been over there? Yes, we already... Yeah, because that's where he dropped down. Right. I think back here. Nope. Alright, all of these guys are just freaking duking it out. So honestly, I think I can just... like, sneak in and have a good time. Bye, friends. You have fun. You do you. Oh, they're actually attacking me now. You can tell because my stamina started going down. And then friend. Your friend. Are they still attacking me? They're still kind of aggroed on me, but I don't think it'll matter. Don't think it'll come up.
There's a face I've not seen before.
What? You don't recognize this face?
This castle, as ordained by Lord Godric himself. But you can see how things have turned out.
I like how we're just casually talking while they're doing that.
They gave me good service, or so I thought. But it seems it was all an act. Foul creatures, as it said. And true enough, they're foul inside and out.
Yeah, trusting dummies, that was a choice. That was a choice.
You come here to do, I'm afraid Castle Morn won't hold much longer. Take this, by way of apology.
Like, sorry, it's a crap show. Take Twig. Deliver the letter.
From Arena. Thank you. I mean, you're dead. But I can't leave yet. Even if the castle should fall, as commander, I must remain to ensure the treasured sword of Morn does not fall into the wrong hands.
I mean, you could give it to me. I'll take it.
If you see Arena, do tell her that her father will come for her once he's fulfilled his duty.
So I'm very tempted to kill him for the +8 halberd. I'm not gonna lie. I could kill him right now and get a +8 halberd for it. There is a. Did it just fall asleep? Okay, you do you, friend. I mean, to be fair, he just fought a war and you won. But yeah, he does drop a +8 halberd if you do want to do that like really early. No attacking in. No, I don't know, friend. I think it's very tempting to attack. Not gonna lie. Anything down here? No, that's just down there. We don't need to go there. Hi. Back. Did I need to kill you? No. Did I choose to? Yes. We're gonna go behind the castle. Straight up did not need to do that in any capacity. Alright, let's continue. Where are we going? We going down this way. And why is it always down? We can make that drop. There's also this area here. Let's go. I forget if there's something up top before the drop. There's that. I don't think there's anything on the drop outside of like dropping in. So down is good. As we get this item. Stoneward key, good stuff. And all of these guys are asleep, so I don't know like if they're asleep or cowering. All I know is they're all like this. And all very easy to dispatch. Then rats? No. Hi, goodbye. Yeah, I have to figure out why they're cowering like that. Please help me, I'm of noble blood. If those hideous mongrels eat me, I'll be forever marred. I mean, I think we're a little late on that, friend. Just a thought. Anything but that, please think of the disgrace. So is it this thing it's talking about? Or what? Hit me. Do it, you won't! We do so little damage and no stagger. Like, what the hell? What's an easy way to kill this thing? We need to kill a fire. We staggered it now. Interesting enough. Not that we can do with that. So is it this thing it's worried about? I still haven't really figured out fully what these are. They're very reminiscent of the DS1 sludge things in the depths. Are you not dead? Yep. There you go. I've actually never taken the time to kill one. Funny enough. No, it's the same thing. So I don't know. I don't know what you have to offer. Alright, let's do this and start a stabbing spree. Stab you. And then we stab you. And we can go down, but we want to go here first. Forget if I can sneak up on you, though, because I think there's one to the left. Oh. Hi! How are you, friendo? And nope, those are not stabbins. I mean, those are stabbins, but not the stabbins I want. Here's the stabbin I want. There we go. And oh, nope, still not the stabbin I want. Is the stabbin I want? No. Oh, I put my shield down at the wrong time. Ooh, 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 ooh. Can we please stab you the way I want to stab you? Not the way that I'm currently. Why is it not letting me? That's so annoying. I'm just gonna drink this for safety. Now you swing that far, friend. There we go, finally. Way too late, but whatever. We'll take it. Secret passage there for try jumping. No, I think I will not, friend. No, thank and you on that note. Try jumping. It's always funny. The thing is, people definitely have done that. 100% without fail. People have tried that and then regretted it immediately. And it's not, this is not very, like, it's not far away, but it's not, like, horribly close either to a site of grace. I want to go down. You ever been to Caelid's Demigod? Not yet, no. Caelid has not been a place I've explored all too much, to be honest. I need to. I do done need to. What type of teardrop are you? You're red. I don't care about you. Don't care about you in the slightest. Tarnished Golden Sunflower. I actually have a lot of those. Actually, did I use? I did. I guess I did use a flask. Screw it. I'll get this back. Why not? Okay, around the fight is surrounded by basically a sea. Huh. Down here. Except there's a way gate going from the area of grace to the demigod itself. Huh. Oh, I remember this area. Is there an item down here? No. But there's an item on the beam. Guess I'll grab the item. There's better options, to be honest, than doing this. There's far better options than going down the beam. The people who tried to not use the way gate and just jumped across, how did that go for them? Can I just dive down on you? I think that's a good idea. Wow, that was a bad idea. I lied. I lied. That was all bad ideas. Those were all bad ideas, friends. There's line of bloodstains along the shore. Oh, of all the people who try to jump across, I see. Yeah, no, the rats are actually very dangerous. They're very reminiscent of like DS1 rats. As strange as that sounds, because DS1 rats were also dangerous. No, I need to drink because I'm almost dead. Stop it. Thankfully, this gives me, looks like, not iframes, but poise. Like infinite don't do it. Don't you dare do that. Honestly, these things are scarier than the dogs. They are by far scarier than the dogs. I'll be honest in saying something. I didn't know there's a site of grace here. I did not know there's a site of grace here. I'll be completely honest. I, like, for some reason, look back here, and I definitely have it in the past. Because normally, what I do is this. I jump down on, instead of down the beam, there is a part of the rampart that you can jump down the wall, and you can jump right there. You see that wooden like thing right there, that little wooden piece? You can fall down there, take no fall damage, it'll slide you down, and you're fine. So, like, I found, like, a little shortcut that way. So, like, I never really noticed it, but, man, that's kind of funny now that I know that as a thing. My God. Speedrun skips? Exactly. If I remember correctly, I cannot backstab you. I've tried. So I think we're just going to do this instead. Wake-up call. Oh, Jesus. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, that was pretty sick. Not gonna lie, that was pretty sick. He jumps in the air and just freaking lion's claw midair. That was awesome. That was good stuff. Don't need to deal with the jellyfish. I feel like there is an item down here that I do want, though. I also want to make sure we're full up. I think I can summon Oleg for this fight. I'm fairly certain that I can. Yes, there is. But there's crab. I remember there's crab. Yes, crab coming up. Can we crush crab? Okay, here comes crab. There, crab. You grab item. Fire arrows. Yeah, not worth. I remember that now. That kind of did nothing. Am I safe here? Kind of. Kind of. I don't want to attack these crabs. Okay, I was not going to attack the crab, but you attacked the crab. That's rude. Let's do it. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work. Friend, I need you to chill. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Okay, 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 okay. I need you to chill a bit here, friend. Just a little. Do this. And do this. Nope, did not work. That was not effective. Apparently too far away. Are you gonna leave? You were thinking of leaving, weren't you? Ooh. If I crouch, will you leave? I'm out of sight, right? You can't see me. I mean, you can probably see me, but you can't see me. he sees me. Oh, interesting. I can go right underneath him when he does that attack. Huh! Okay, that's kind of interesting. When he does the spray, I can go right underneath him. That's actually really good to know. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Any other items? I like go around him instead, but that works, I guess. Yeah, I mean, whatever works, works. These jellyfish won't attack. They're not red. They're not freaking dicks. Trying to fall off the edge of the earth. Yeah, no, I've thankfully have not done that yet, and try to pay as much attention as possible. I have not grabbed this item. That's kind of curious. The Slimersmith and Stone. All right. I forget. I don't think, for some reason, there's not a Steak-O-Matica here, and I don't know why. I really do not know why there's no Steak-O-Matica here. All right, let's go with Oleg. Let's pop this. Let's pop this. Oleg, friend. Come. Honestly, I could just let Oleg do this. You know, Oleg, I trust you. I'll just take a rest. I think Oleg's got this. I think he's got it. Oh, he got knocked down, but he gets up again. Nothing's gonna get him down. Oh, ooh, he got stunned. I didn't know that he could get stunned. Interesting. Don't try to attack me, I'm just resting. Come on now, that's rude. You have your own fight with Oleg. Oleg is such a good summon. I'm so glad that I found them. I didn't realize the spirits could stance broken. Yeah, they are basically NPCs. Thank you, Oleg. Appreciate it, bud. Crafted blade, greatsword. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, I don't know if we can go back to friend and show him the sword and be like, hey, friend, I have sword. Are you good to leave now? Out here becoming the new Iron Tarkus? Honestly, though. Honestly. Also, I want to do a few things. Let's pop this. I want to level up. I do want to level up. Because there's a reason why I want to get strength to 27. Because basically, right now, what I'm doing is making a quality build. We're right now basically making a quality build. Where we kind of go into, we could go, like, it's mainly going to be a little bit, like, as much strength as we need, which I think is about 27. I guess you could go further up into, like, the 50s. But we're going to stick with 27. For right now, that's the most strength that we need for all the weapons that I'm aware of. Because we go 27. And then we should be able to... Where is it? Where are ya? Where are ya, friend? Use... Where is it? Is it all the way up? There you are. Use you. There we go. We still freaking heavy roll, though. Holy hell. Oh, we could actually very easily go down on medium. Huh, look at that. Go the Ray of Lucaria robe. The crown doesn't help. The crown doesn't, but, I mean, I guess while we're not using our staff, we might as well take it off. But, yeah. Let's see, if I put on my staff. Yeah, it puts me up to heavy. Yeah, you can probably take it off for now. We could probably take it off and keep the Astrologer set on. Alright, let's sit. It is in fact made of stone, probably quite heavy, yeah. Now we're Assassin's Creedin'. We're Assassin's Creedin'. So what does this do? Oath of Vengeance. I take it off. Oath of Vengeance. Swear an oath upon the great sword to avenge the clan, temporarily raising all attributes for a certain duration while the oath's effects are active. Poise will also be increased. Oh, interesting. That actively, that's a weird looking Ezio, seriously though. It actively ups everything by 5. Holy hell. So that's basically activating our rune. For how long? Not horribly long, it looks like. Yeah, not horribly long. But still, very interesting. All right, let's see if we can talk to friend. I don't know if this is the item that he spoke of. We don't want to go behind a castle. We don't want to go gold. We need to go lift again. I hate that we have to go like all the way back. Graph the Blade Great Sword is Godric's great rune for nerds. Yeah, kind of. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I've seen somewhat some of the other runes do, and oh my god, it's ridiculous. Can I put any other weapon on? Otherwise it puts medium heavy load. Actually, I can still put the cord on. Hold up. I can still put the cord on. And then you. All right, we can go. I think I don't even set up the summoning pool, did I? Yeah, we can sneak behind here without issue, if I remember correctly. Nobody pay it. No, not that way. Nobody pay attention to the assassin with the giant sword. Nobody at all. Want to hear a fun fact? I'm curious. Do you want to be backstabbed by a giant sword? I feel like you do. You're not dead? Wow. That's a little bit disappointing, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not sure how to actually progress this man's quest line. Shimura I was watching earlier killed Renella first try. The sorceress, right? Oh, that's right, you're here. Wow. That gives me a lot of poise. She didn't even summon anything. So I actually found a way to do that as well. It was, I would summon... We're just gonna run. I think that's the play here. What I started to do, and I actually learned how to do this. Oh, you have glowy eyes. I should probably kill you, but oh well. I'm not going to. Have fun. What we did is we would summon our militia right at the end of the first phase. And like they would just continuously stun her whenever they were up, and we could just bleed her to death. Like for humanoid enemies or bosses, the hook blades are so ridiculous. Look here, I have a sword.
In your debt for keeping the sword from those fallen creatures. I'm no longer bound by duty. On Scythe, rescued Arena, I will spend my remaining days.
Really?
Thanks to you, I will be reunited with Arena and devote my remaining days to her. Arena has a gentle nature, though. I only hope it remains intact.
Okay, so it looks like we did everything we needed to.
Devote my Arena has a I only hope.
Okay, so I wonder. I need you guys not to be aggroed on me anymore. I do not need you guys aggroed on me. I'm also gonna take that off momentarily. Let's go with the no skill shield. Let's go with this. No, the staff. The staff, yes. 16, 52, 24, 60. So 16 it is. And then we're gonna go with the short bow, red branch. Because then we can go with you. Unable to use, I don't want to use this item. Let's go back to Uchi for now. And then back to Hook Claws. We can always change as needed. Okay, so now we can go back to Arena, who should, last time we saw her, be back here. This is where he saw her last. I don't know if she's still here, though. No, this is not her. Hold up. She was at Bridge of Sacrifice. Oh, did I not mark it this time? Yeah, she was past Bridge of Sacrifice down here. Never mind. Yeah, this is wrong one. Yeah. No, actually, it wasn't far enough. It wasn't far enough. She actually is supposed to be over here. Like right up here to the left. Yeah, here's where she was last. Oh. Oh, is she dead? Last time? Oh, she's dead. Oh. See, last time I finished the fight, I didn't finish his quest line, and I came back here to find her, and like, oh, I can't find her. That's so odd. And then I didn't know why. There's that.
Rena, how could this be? My
No.
daughter deserved better.
Well,
The
oh,
fault
I'm so sorry.
with me. I chose duty over my daughter's safety,
Oh.
and that is how fate.
Oh. That is freaking sad right there.
Find them. The foul wretch is responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured, Arena, it will be done.
That's a big oof.
Find the foul. I'll hunt them. Rest assured.
So, interesting. I'll hunt them down, I'll find them.
Find the foul wretch. I'll hunt them. Rest assured.
So, it seems like his... Offer sadness, honestly, though. It seems like his fight's not done. Impaler's Catacomb, it wouldn't be that. It's not the more... it could have been Morn Tunnel. It could have been Morn Tunnel. We've already completed that, unless it might be a different dungeon entirely. Tombsword Catacombs, Earthbound Cave. Earthbound Cave it could have been too. Yeah, I don't know if there's any continuing his quest. I don't know, to be honest. Also, did we explore here? This little patch? I think we did. I think we did. Pretty sure we did. Fairly certain that we did. Yes. No, that was here. That was the blood pool. Or the swamp pool. What's down there? Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Also, I'm gonna go back to that and see if he's still there. I think that would be a smart idea on my part. Oh, I know where this is now. I think this is where the bats are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where the bats are. Hi, friend. Is that what I'm thinking it is? No, hold up. Is it? I don't know where that is now. I'm trying to think. Also, I don't remember you... I guess I never really passed the bridge, though. I don't think I ever actually, like, passed the bridge and had to deal with you. That's gross. Rude. Rude. Oh, you are very rude. I don't like you. You're very rude. Ooh. That's why I need to increase my vigor. What's that? That was odd. That second sound. I want to say I did go here, but I just want to make sure that I've thoroughly explored this area. We've definitely gone up there, I know that. What are you? I don't remember you. Hold up. What are you? I don't remember. Another Knight's Cavalry. Oh, shoot. Hi. I was about to say, I don't remember you being here. Oh, look at that. take out the horse and take out the man. Okay, that's rude. Don't use your horse as a freaking battering ram. Who does that? Who does that? Alright, I need you to know. I need you to know. There's more than one? Yeah, no, I've actually already fought the Knights Cavalry. That's why I was curious. I mean, I'm sure that, like, you might be able to. Probably not as extremely as they do here, though. Oh, wait, come here. Don't get up. Oh, you're rude. It's on your freaking horse again. Alright, back to hook claws, because that seems to do well. Woo! Can you not? Ooh. Yeah, double flail. That's a new one. I feel like I've seen something similar, but not exact. Okay. Stop with the freaking horse checking. I wonder why he stopped there. Is it because it turned daytime? He's like, I'm not supposed to be here anymore. Like, I'm not supposed to be here. Also, I got caught on tree. That's fantastic. Come here, horse. No. You died to hook claw now. Look at that. Are we getting anything good? Ash War, Barricade, Shield, and the Knight Rider Flail. Okay. Okay. What you? Spinning Chain. Spins the striking part of the flail, how it speed the attack, follow up with normal strong attack to link the momentum of the skill into a successive attack. That sounds pretty sick. Dex 24. So we need to get our Dex to at least 24 right now. I think that's the most we've seen for Dex. Like, we have what we need for strength. 24, I think, is the most we have for Dex right now. Yeah. It's like a flail, but triple troubled? Seriously. 22, faith. I'm never going to be able to have enough faith without certain things. Or intelligence, for that matter. Okay. Now that we did this, let's go back here to the Bridge of Sacrifice and see if he's still there. I'm just curious. I is curious. Let's also sit, because sometimes it requires it. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Like, that was so cool, though. Like, I was like, oh, well, we'll just teleport here and check out things, which I just realized I don't think I actually checked out. Is he still here? He is not. He is not still here. So he... She's dead. Thanks, game! You don't frickin' say! Examine. She's dead. Oh my god, okay. I wasn't expecting, like, oh, examine. Maybe it'll tell me, like, where I should go. No, she's dead. It's like the freaking coroner. Like, so, like, a coroner is summoned to a crime scene, right? And, like, medical examiner. What's your prognosis? How'd they die? Oh, they're dead. They died. Yeah, thank you. I'm well aware. How? Fantastic. Wait, we never got there, but that's fine. Is it fine? It's not fine. Let's go back here. Let's go back here and go make sure that I've actually searched that area before I move on. Is it up there? Hold on. Where is that area that I'm trying to get to? Bad doggies, bad doggies. How do I get there? Oh, that's right, I'm going around. Right. Kneeling over the body, drawing back 2 fingers from the corpse's neck. Gasp! She's dead. Right, let's see. Actually, I don't know if I've been up there. Hold up. Hold up. Like, now I'm looking at it a bit more closely. I saw that tree and I just, like, question it. Oh, yeah, we definitely haven't been here. Oh, no. Have I been to the shack? Isn't there a rat here? Yeah, no, there's the body of the item. There's rats here. I remember now. I've been to the shack. This doesn't have a name. For some reason. Like, most shacks have a name. This one does not have a name. I got distracted and went to... No, I don't think I've been here. Hold the phone. I have very much not been here. I have very much not been here. Oleg. Time to count, bud. What in the world? Alien Village. What? The literal fresh hell. What the? Oh! Holy sh... It's that attack! I forget what it's called. But basically they've gone mad. Yeah, these guys have all gone mad. With a straight sword. Yeah, they're afflicted by madness. Oh, interesting. Yellow Umber. I like how Oleg just becomes my bodyguard at some point. Flamecrest wooden shield. Some rats. We need to make sure we don't... Oh, there's a site of grace. That's actually excellent. Let's actually hit that up real quick. Yeah, I'm so glad that I checked. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I've been here, but I don't know if that I've been here. I'm so glad that I checked. I'm so glad I checked. All right, this is the last thing we're gonna do before we call it a night. And down there... What's down here? Down here, have we been there? Yes, we've been there. That's Forest Lookout Tower. Yeah. Got another site of grace. Hold on. That's not a site of grace, right? Or what is that? Is that one of the materials, the shocky ones, the ones that go boom? Hold up. Is that a site of grace? Or is it shocky material? It's a site of grace! Oh, that's bad. Yeah, look at that! Have I not found that either? I'm so curious. I felt like I thoroughly explored this area, and apparently not. That's interesting. That's really interesting. So what's down here? Oh, no, we have. South Lookout Tower. Okay, so that's one I started at. Okay. I think it's just too zoomed out for me to realize. This game continues to bewilder me. Seriously, look, I thought I was done with this there and like, oh yeah, have I been up here? I feel like I've been up here, but maybe not. I should check. And then the game's like, oh, haha, funny. You haven't been here. Rat, hi. Seriously. It is ridiculously big. It's like, I heard you like open worlds and your open worlds and your open worlds. It's like, I do? You know, Rat, I want to kill you for the runes. You gave me like 14. That was actually worthless. That was rather worthless, not gonna lie. Why do more of you? No, you're not the ones that give more runes. You're also afflicted by the madness of using that power too much. Huh. Yeah, see, they have the same eyes as them. Why are the rats also afflicted? That's fascinating. Or below the open world. So yeah, we also, I don't think you were here for it, but we also went into the Ainsel River. We also went there with the giant ants and the dragon skin. What was that sound? Oh, it's Oleg. I was like, what? What just happened behind me? No, it's just Oleg. Nothing to worry about. Just Oleg doing Oleg things. All right, let's go to the church. Why allow me to summon Oleg here? That's my question. Baptismal church. Rat, oh rat. There's a lot of rats. Oleg, I'm gonna need your help, bud. I need to do some pest control. There we go. There we go. The Flame of Frenzy, there we go. So that's exactly what they're afflicted by. So, really cool thing. I remember seeing this in, I think, the network test. If I remember correctly, the Flame of Frenzy. Let's see. Where is it? Flame of Frenzy. Emits burst of yellow flame from frenzying eyes. Causes yellow flame frenzy to burst from the caster's eyes. Charge increases the range of the burst. The Flame Frenzy deals damage and causes buildup of madness. This incantation also builds up of madness in the caster and is only effective against Tarnished. So, very, very interesting in that regard. But if I remember correctly, it was a pretty decent incantation to learn. I don't know if there's anything else over here. Yeah, I think that might be it. I don't think we can get to the rampart from here. Yeah, pretty sure that's it. We found everything there is to find here. Unless is there a way to go up? It might be, actually. Hold up. Expect not here. Doran, come here. No space. No space. I don't know. Yeah, it seems too out of the way. I doubt there's actually anything here. Enemy ahead? Enemy ahead. Doubtful. Only enemy I think that would be here would be myself. Oh! No, we missed. We missed. Huh. Yeah, I'm doubtful anything's in that top, but my curiosity has been piqued, and thus now I need to find out. It's one of those things, like, whenever I go, I doubt there's anything there, and then there always is something there, without fail. Oh, oh. Why does the open world need so many open worlds? Your guess as good as mine, friend. Let's get off of you. Can we get up from here? We might be able to. Uh-oh. Don't think we can summon Torrent up here, though. Yeah, if I can't summon Torrent up there, I'm doubtful that I actually can, like, jump up there, because we require Torrent to do so. Yeah, so I'm doubtful. Okay. That answers my need for my curiosity's sake. I haven't seen one of those open worlds I mentioned. Yeah, like I said, we've been to 2 of the lower areas, the Ainsel River and the Siofra River. And there's another one, I'm pretty sure so okay, here's the boss, right? Down here is a site of grace. I don't know how to get down here to Ainsel River, Maine. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure there's another entrance somewhere here, but I don't know. The way you get to it, by the way, is, where is it? Hold up. Right here. Ainsel River Well, around, next to Eastern Tableland, right there. But yeah, I've yet to figure out a way to get to Maine. I'm pretty sure it's from here. You got an open world, and there are 3 open worlds under the open world. Yeah, pretty much. Then an open world above the open world. Yep. All right, let's go to the round table at this point. Let's go to the round table. And just see what's up. Do I have Deathroot on me? Hold up. I feel like I have Deathroot on me. I haven't seen what's his face. Yeah, I do actually. I should bring those to him. Nope, nothing new from you. Oh yeah. Anything new from you? Nope, nothing new from you. You know what we can do before we forget? We went to a mausoleum and we duplicated one of the souls. So now we can grab you for the moon. Awesome. Purchase. No, I don't want to purchase that, though. How much does that increase my intelligence? Like, I don't know how much this increases my intelligence by. Yeah, it requires 70 intelligence for the moon. It's stupid. Do you know how much this increases intelligence by? Probably 5. The one I'm wearing right now is 6. You would think this would be more, right? You would think this would be more because I currently have it raised by 6 using the one I'm using. Kind of tempted to buy it to find out. I guess our strength is where we want it to be at 27. Because it allows us to go up to... What? 27 allows us to go up to 40, 41. Right now is the highest strength that I'm aware of for weapons, the two-hand. Screw it. Let's find out, because this is less weight. That's less weight. Only 3. That is really disappointing, actually, because that's like something that is costly and like a boss item, for lack of a better term. You can buy it, but still. Only 3 is pretty disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. Huh, oh well. Oh well. Guess we'll keep with the Twin Sage Glintstone Crown. Because these are 3 as well. But for that to be 3, it's also really light. I mean, that's true. That is true. Like, these are 5.1 across the board. Which, these two are both 5.1. And same resistances as this one. And this one has 6 versus 3 and 3. Like, it's a no-brainer to go for this. So the 5.1's a bit rough. Not gonna lie. But I guess you're right. I do suppose you're right. 3.8. It's light. Pretty light. It's just a lighter Glintstone Crown? Yeah. Now let's go to friends. You also can probably cosplay the boss. Yes. Let's take a look at the Spirit Tuning. We could do more Spirit Tuning, but honestly, right now, outside of like the special ones, I don't really think I'm going to be using anyone else. Style points, exactly.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your arms.
Strength and armaments. So close. One more Smith and Stone 4. All we need is one more Smith and Stone 4 for Hook Claws 11. We could upgrade Uchi. I'm not sure if I want to, though, right now. We could, though. That is option. Oh, we could also sell some Weather Straight Swords. Let's do that. We have some dupes I picked up along the way. Let's see, dagger. 3 daggers, since when? When did I have 3 daggers? Weathered straight sword. Anything else? Nope. That looks to be it. Unless armor, maybe. Shields. Oh yeah, Flamecrest wooden shield. What's good for this? A3 physical, magic. Honestly, it's pretty piss poor. Yeah, it's pretty meh. Made a new file. I'm going for a secure joke build. Well, with like dual wielding katanas. Because from what I've seen, katanas are kind of really good right now. Doing like dual katanas. Honestly, I used to unironically run, what was it? The Black Blade plus Washing Pole. And do DS2, DS2 PvP. Like, Washing Pole plus Black Blade was rough. Because if I went in with a R1, then followed, like, if they dodged the Black Blade, and then I'd follow up with the heavy swing of Washing Pole, it, like, no matter what, they got hit. There's no instance where they didn't. It was kind of nutty. Washing pole is such a fun weapon. Any dupes here? Common, prisoner, nope. Foot, chain. They are different. Yeah, they are different. Then look at first glance. They are different. Pages, prisoners, foot, chain, Godric's. Think it's a weapon you'll deeply enjoy? Probably. Yeah, we have 2 sacrificial twigs. You should remember that at some point. Slow restores HP. Once we increase our vigor, that'll be worth it. Ashes of War. We still don't have our frickin' quick step. God dang, how did I find quick step on my other profile? Unless I wonder something. Did I ever hold the phone? Hold the phone before we end. War Master Shack. Yura, I suggest you help him out. Yura. Honestly, kind of blanking out on who Yura is off the top of my head. Did I buy all from you? I did not. I'm an idiot. That's why I don't have quick step. Bye. Spinning slash. Sure.
Well,
a dummy. The Bloody Finger Hunter from earlier. So, about that. He never showed up. I killed Bloody Finger before Yura actually showed up. Because I was using hook claws at that point. And I just tore through Bloody Finger. So I don't know where Yura is. Yeah. Like, I'm telling you, hook claws? Really, really freaking good weapons. Alright, Art of War on you. And where is Quick Step? There is Quick Step. So, I've thought about this. Do I want to go Frost Hook Claws? You do have an idea, though? I could go Keen, which would really help, actually. It really does increase a lot of our damage. But also Cold with Frost and Bleed buildup. I'm so tempted to do it. I am so tempted. He fought Nit under the overpass and only where he is when Nidruz dies. Okay, I should check that out then. Maybe do that before end. I'm so tempted to do this with Cold. I mean, we can always change it later, to be fair. But I'm so tempted to do Frost and Bleed. It reminds me of the Hook Claws were the same thing. In DS2, you could put Poison and Bleed on Hook Claws and it actually benefited the Hook Claws. Or rather, if you put Poison on Hook Claws, it increased the damage. So tempted to put on Frost, though. I really am. The only thing that I don't like is it splits the damage across magic and physical. It's the only thing I don't like. I've given it a lot of thought, too. Otherwise, we go straight into Keen. Like, Keen makes sense. Frost will trigger first, which means that when the Bleed triggers, it deals more damage than from Frostbite. How does Frostbite work? I never actually... Hold on. Explanation. Frostbite. How does Frostbite work? Like, the actual effect. Of course, you can't explain it. Dumb. So, what is the effects of Frostbite? Like, I know that Frostbite deals you damage upon build. But does it increase the triggered damage? Frostbite increases damage taken while afflicted. Let's try it out. You know what we can do? Here's what we can do real quick. I'm running so late, but I don't care. War Master Shack. Let's go here. Let's go here real quick. I want to try this out. Yeah, we got it on. Let's sit. Let's pass time. Because I did find out about this. I should probably do these more often. And sit again. Hi, friend. Ooh, you hit hard though. Jesus, that's so much reach. I know, like. Oh, I don't know how I don't die. Oof. Oof. Oh my word, telekinetic. I kind of do like the frostbite though. It does actually do a lot of good damage. He stab remotely. He have telekinetic. He actually shows up at a few different shacks apparently. I learned. It was the same video I learned that if you kill the merchants, not like the War Master, but the like actual merchants, and you get their bells and bring them to the merchant in Round Table, that you can then like consolidate all the merchants in one place, which is interesting to me. That's not bad. So that's Frost. Okay, here we go. So that's Frost that just procs. Oh my word, I didn't think he had a follow-up. That's gonna... Oh, I'm surprised it didn't hit. Wow, that reaches far! Oh, shoulder bash. You're gonna be a fun one, aren't you? I can tell. The only other downside of moving the Frost is that bleed does move down from 60 to 45, which is a little bit lackluster. I'm not gonna bother picking up my runes. It is a little bit lackluster. Nightfall. Sit again. Yeah, he's actually a lot tougher than I expected. I thought he was gonna be a little bit of a punching bag for me, but he is actually has some interesting combat. There's the Frost. Quick step. Oh my word! How much range do you have, you freak of nature? I'm dead. As soon as I went for the drink, I'm like, I'm dying here. Some wind up for the range. I was hoping that he's going to try and keep close. He's also interesting. So he's corrupted. That's something that if we pay attention to a lot of the areas around Godric's castle, that corruption, the like bramble or thorns on them. It's really interesting. It's the same thorns that's affecting Roderick. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Lifesteal strike? I didn't realize... Wow. I thought I was out of range on that attack, I'll be honest. Was not. I was not. Okay. Alright. Interesting. I really wish I didn't have to freaking set time every time. That is painful. That's the only painful about losing in this fight. So we know that Frostbite, Bleed are good on him. The only thing we don't know is if maybe I should be staggering or countering instead of what I'm currently doing. What I should be doing is this as well. Increasing my stamina. Quick step, thank you. Right, you can swing through things. Thank God you can't shoulder bash through, though. I just wanted to kill the man. I killed the man because I'm probably overleveled for him? Probably. What are you doing? You're struggling there, bud. You are, but you can still swing through walls. Where I am perpetually underleveled for most things in the game as it stands. Especially around my vigor. Wow, that's rough. But yeah, I am perpetually underleveled, from what I can tell, because I spent a lot of time not really investing too much. He just Godricked you, yeah. Or I didn't spend a lot of time in figuring out my build right away until later. Oh my god, I just want to beat this guy. This is what I want to do now. And skip time every time. Yeah, into a roll caught, yeah. It is rough. Right, gonna do long swing. What is that? What the fresh hell? I don't even know. Heal bash. I'm dead. Ooh, not dead. Now I'm dead. He can spin it two, by the way, apparently. I need to stop falling for the idea that he misses his close range so that way I can heal, because he can go straight into a long range combo. That's actually really awkward. It really messes with me because I'm like, okay, close range miss. I have time to heal. Then I'm like, oh no, I don't. I have messed up. Like, that's always in my mind for most bosses, that I have time to heal on close range misses. Godrick punished the same way, actually, now that I think about it. It's not bad damage to start off with. Let's get you. Why are you always going out that way? I don't understand. Like, I'm fine with it as long as you get to me in due time. Such long reach. Likes to take the door. No. No. Yeah, staying close to them seems to be the call. Oh my word. That was both bleed and frostbite proccing at the same time, by the way. That was both bleed and frostbite proccing. Ooh. He definitely had some bleed resistance. I don't think we saw bleed proc that entire time until then. Whereas normally I feel like we definitely would see more bleed procs. I mean, it's 81 frostbite and 41 blood. So it's definitely, it's like the same blood buildup as Uchi. But that was pretty nutty on how much burst damage that was. It is a decrease. It is a significant decrease, yeah. I don't know. It's so hard to determine whether or not I should go, with Keen or Frostbite on the claws. Like, having double effect or status damage is really nice, because your buildup has been reduced to that of dual Uchi, yeah. Yeah. It does raise the question of, should I keep it on Keen and keep it on Bleed? So are you? No, you're a piece of armor. I want to go this way. Because we got a bell. What does the bell get us? Offer bell. Bone Peller's Bell Ball bearings. That gets us bones. Actually, that's really helpful because we can make frickin' arrows out of that. That's actually not bad at all to have. Yeah, gets us bones. Let's get us bones. You now have infinite arrows and daggers? Yeah, exactly. So that's actually really helpful. That is very helpful, actually. Do I want to go Keen instead of Frostbite? I just want to look up something real quick on Frostbite. Elden Ring. I just want to look up how it works specifically. Frostbite. Not from software. Frostbite. Imagine. Yeah, there it is. Oh, you looked up earlier because I knew you'd do this? Yeah. Deals damage and lowers target's damage absorption by 20% and stamina recovery. Yeah, I guess the fact that it resistive stat robustness. It's a defensive stat. Shows your resistance to hemorrhage and frostbite. So I guess enemies of high robustness, I imagine like some armored enemies, are gonna be rough. I mean, the target's damage absorption by 20% is kind of nice, though. Status effect that builds up through repeated application of the effect, infected via various means. Instance of damage upon triggering the lowest to target. Stat reduction and variate value. Mitigated by raising robustness. And can be improved by adding points to endurance. Mitigating frostbite, curing frostbite, effect on enemies. Both enemies and bosses can be affected by it. Vulnerable. Following enemies and bosses are weak to frostbite. Resistant. It doesn't specify which ones. So the higher armor you have, the less punishing the armor negation is, but not by much, as you can see. Formula we came up with was y equals 1.2x minus 20. Interesting. Yeah, that's fair. I'll have to try it out a little bit because the claws are definitely my go-to weapon for a lot of fights because it just... I feel like the rapid, like, bleed damage is just so punishing, but I think maybe having frostbite might not be a bad idea because it's very quick build-up as we saw in that fight. You know what we could do? Do I want to do this again? Hold up. Let's go... Where are you? I'm trying to think of where it is. Is it Rampart Tower? I feel like it's Rampart Tower that I want to go to. Are we gonna do this? I can test it on one more enemy that's a bit more fleshy who won't have a lot of negation. Let's do it. How many souls do I have? 2,700. Yeah, that's fine. Where are we going for this? Where do I go for this? Where do I go for this? I go... Oh, no, not here, not here. I need to go lift side chamber. Lift side chamber sounds right. Yes. Yes? Or is it Godric's? Lift side chamber, is it here? No, not there. Yes, here. We opened out a shortcut, that's right. That's right. And then we can skip the bats by going down here. And then... going here. Oh, 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 oh. Alright, we're good. That should not follow. There are rats, but we can ignore the rats. We can ignore the rats, even if they have glowing eyes. Hi, rats. Bye, rats. Let's see. Let's continue. And here's fun time. Did I never... I did go down here. I got what I wanted. Yeah, I got what I wanted. Hi, friend! I want your gold seed. Okay, frostbite affected. You're gonna try and grab. Nope, you're gonna smash. That's fine, we can do this. Okay, you're gonna do AoE. Yep, that's fine. So it's phase 2. Alright, there's the bleed, possibly the poison too. Let's just roll for your life. Yeah, honestly, okay. I kind of like it. I kind of like it because that was 4 procs on that. I think maybe 2 bleed, 2 frost. And the additional, or the reduction of, the damage negation reduction on them was actually pretty worthwhile. So yeah, I'll take it. I'll keep the frost. Still want to know what this freak of nature is. life. Like, there's been no explanation of this so far other than the secret below the castle. Because look at that, like, it has a whole body here. And I'm pretty sure this is what causes the curse. That afflicts Tarnished with the thorns. Very interesting. You can even see, like, the tentacles. It's the thorns reaching out and then going into the ground. So I think this is the cause of the curse. He beat the boss. Pretty handily, too. To be fair, the boss, the actual, like, boss we beat in the earlier dungeon. So I knew that was pretty weak to bleed. And then just want to see how good of it was with Frost. Alright, though. Alright. Now that we've done enough testing with Frost build up and bleed and whatnot, I think we are going to call it there. Before I do, let's charge of flasks. Cool. Increase amount of flasks, increased. My Battle Golden Seeds, I am. Flash charges, keep the same. And Physic, we are going to get rid of you. I don't like that. You will keep, though. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a slight change. We're going to Physic. I'm going to go you. And enhanced charge attacks. No, I don't mainly do a lot of charges. We'll do Bubble. We'll do the bubble. And on that note, I think we're going to end the stream there. As always, guys, if you did enjoy the show, please make sure to hit that follow button. If y'all are ready, though, check out our Extra Life campaign. We're trying to help your kids at Sanford Children's Hospital here in Fargo, North Dakota. On that note, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow at 7 p.m. CST. Bye-bye!